Hi. I'm not the best at making first impressions, but I just wanted to start somewhere. I have a lot of weird dreams, and I remember a lot of them too. I remember dreams that I've had since kindergarten, and I've had reoccurring dream sequences in recent years. I think some of them are just my brain put into a blender and it spits out whatever, but I also think some of them do have special meanings. I started documenting these dreams a while ago, and now I have a weird list to look back on from over the years. The earliest entry is from September 30th, 2017. I was 12 years old at the time, which is crazy. Needless to say, dreams have always fascinated me throughout my entire life. And this is not going to be a normal video. This is an introduction to hopefully something pretty sweet. I'm creating a web series based on my subconscious experiences. It's called Sweet Pea and Bluebell. This is also a reboot from a comic I made and never finished on Webtoon. The comic was called Bluebells and Sweet Peas, I just switched the names around, and it was about the same thing. In recent years, I have recorded several occurrences of a benevolent, yet mysterious entity that visits me. I'm pretty sure he's some kind of angel, and his name is Simon Bluebell. He didn't tell me his name though. I gave it to him when I declared that he should be an original character 4.5 years ago. Because this all started on January 14th, 2020. Keep that date in mind. I also included some photography, poetry, and concept art of Simon throughout the years in the short lifespan of the comic. This was during fall of 2023. Yet by the time I was actually going to talk about one of my dreams, I left the project. There were several reasons. I was intimidated by the workload, I felt a burnout, and ultimately thought that this wasn't the right platform. So I stopped working on it. The rest of the year was filled with change, including starting my first semester of college and adjusting to campus life. But then, in late January this year, I started thinking about Simon again. My views on him changed, as did my own introspection. He became flawed. He was not a perfect angelic being for my dreams anymore. He broke as I did. And that opened the door to months of healing and new possibilities to pick this project back up. On May 9th this year, I made a drawing of myself with my quote-unquote dream dress for fun. And I ended up making a persona. Yeah! I would also call her a true-sona since she looks exactly like me and is me. Her name is Sweet Pea, and she is my dream self. The way you could tell us apart in a needed context is that she mostly wears dresses and I usually just wear sweatpants. But at the core, we are the same person. Sweet Pea is also paired with Simon Bluebell. Together, they wander through my dreams. And now you may ask, Koopaboo, is this self-shipping? Yes. Yes, it is. I am shipping myself with an entity that has visited me subconsciously numerous times. Because I formed an emotional attachment. But it is also important to note that our relationship is alterous. In summary, it's in between platonic and romantic, but with an emphasis on emotional closeness. Also, I just want to show real quick how I drew Simon and I last year in the webcomic, next to a recent-ish drawing of us together. 1 year can really make a difference. Anyways, I chose to associate my persona with the sweet pea flower because I deeply identify with it. Sweet peas originate from Sicily, just like my ancestors. I love the loose forms of the petals and the variety of hues they bloom in as well. The symbolism behind sweet peas also resonates with me. They're often seen as a way to express thank yous and goodbyes, which can leave a bittersweet feeling. But to me, that's a good thing. It's like saying, thank you for this chapter in my life. I'm saying goodbye, but I'm looking forward to the next one. Simon, on the other hand, is associated with bluebells. I think the idea came to me in July of 2020, during a time when I was very depressed. Assigning flowers to my original characters was one of the few things keeping me going. And I even made a little comic about Simon's flowers, seen here. Bluebells share some symbolism with sweet peas, but they usually represent everlasting love, kindness, and gratitude. And honestly, Simon Bluebell just has a nice ring to it. Plus, bluebells are fairy bells in folklore, which adds a whimsical touch too. I also want to mention that Simon will talk to both me and you as his web series progresses. But he won't be speaking in this video because, well, I still need to hire a voice actor. Simon has said some interesting things to me in my dreams, and it would be nice to hear those words again from a voice that isn't my own. But even without his voice, the journey is still unfolding. It's been 4.5 years since this all began. I've changed so much since then. I don't know who I'll be in the next 4.5 years, or if I'll even be around. That's why I need to make this now. This is a recollection of my past, and a contemporary discussion of my fragmented mind. I need to do this before I become a different person. Again. To make this possible, I'm not going to limit myself to a single format of storytelling. One thing I've learned that when it comes to pursuing long-term projects like these is that nothing ever turns out the way you imagine it to. It's a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns, and embracing the unpredictability is part of the experience. With that in mind, to you, I am a narrator, so these may sound like storytime videos, but I am also a character. I am someone you watch as I navigate these experiences in strange, dreamlike environments. So, yeah, this is the conclusion. I like to over-explain things because clarification and context is extremely important to me. I apologize if this felt like the first chapter of a book where there's a lot of lore dumping. Things will pick up in the future. But I'm not sure when the next episode will come out. I'm starting my second year of college in about a week, so I'll be busy. Still, I'm just happy that I managed to do this. I planted a seed, and in time, maybe it'll grow into something pretty sweet.